It's getting late to the video, but we're gonna continue until we finish recording everything. The next big step we're gonna do is my Little Pony collection. Well, the comics and the DVDs and stuff like that, because I got a lot of things to meet on the other spots of the room. But let's go through all of them, through all of this first. That freaking box of PlayStation games got my bed a little bit, but the show must go on. So, I got two bunches of volumes. But these are not just normal comics, these are actually compilations, as you can see here, with a bunch of the comics from the IDW that are still going strong. I don't even have half of the volumes available. But let's start and I'll keep explaining what these are. So the first volume, the one that started it all, My Little Pony Friendship Magic Volume 1. This one covers the first saga that started everything. I believe it was Chrysalis. There it is, there she is. Where she is. The evil Chrysalis has kidnapped the ponies of Ponyville, and the ponies have to go on a trip to their kingdom and fight and stuff like that. This one contains, wait, is it only that one? Yeah, it's only that one. Okay, the first four comics, which is like 80 pages. The cool things about these volumes, and that's why I was starting to collect them, or started the cover is cool. But the cool thing is that in between chapters, let me try to see if I can find something. In between chapters, was it in between chapters? No. Let me see if I can find. The art is very good, by the way. IDW comics, if it's Sonic or whatever, is so good. Where can I find the in-between chapters? Well, I got my volumes confused, but in every one of these volumes at the very end, there's a little art gallery that showcases some of the covers that they drew for the actual comics that actual comics that are in this volume. These are like alternate covers. This one is a cool one that has like a very long. It's a one picture. It was what it was the comics were launched with. I had one of those. I believe I still got one of those, but also more. These are alternate covers for, I believe. Does it say here? It says the artist down there, but it doesn't say which alternate cover it is. Although the glare is very bad, getting terrible. I'll try to fix it by next volume. But I like this. I really enjoy art. So getting all these art galleries with all the alternate covers that sometimes don't make any sense, it's like amazing. This one not so good, but it's different artists, and all of the volumes that I have here, I will show off at least the covers because it's so fun. A big reason why I started owning this. It's so good art, just looking at it. But the first one that started it all, I was so excited when they announced the comics, because I wanted to see more of the stories that they could not tell in the show, and they kind of deliver, but kind of not. There's a bunch of good things about this, especially the art, but the stories, let's move on and keep discussing about it. And now it's darker. But as long as we can see what's going on, let's move on to the next one. This is volume 2. This is the story. Sorry, funny. Which story was this? This was the Nightmare Moon comes back. That's the first villain of the entire series, the one that gets started everything. Like, this one was one of the best sellers, I believe, because it contains one of the characters that the fandom loves. It's where's she? Where's that? Luna, there she is. Luna, the Princess of the Moon, one of the biggest and most important characters, kind of. Even though the cover doesn't show anything like that. This was a high point for me. It's a very fun story, although very nonsensical. If you're looking for sense, this series is really not for you. Even in the sense of the series, a lot of things don't make sense. Again, wonderful stories. The story has 4 chapters in it, so it combines all of it to get it complete. So this was the part where I was still collecting the comics individually. I'm pretty sure I got some of them in here still. I sold one of the individuals, but here's the alternative art gallery. because they kidnapped Rarity in this. They have this little funny cover. She's missing. Oh, the princesses. I don't even know what to say, but Andy Price has gorgeous art. I want this one. I really like. They're walking on a tightrope over the moon. That's kind of cool. She's on the moon. I don't know what to say about that. I wonder if it's okay to show all these covers. Hopefully I don't get copyright claim. It's just a quick look, I swear. But they're cool. They're so cool. Again, I enjoy the stories and the art within them, and the covers is just a thing. I can any of this I can just go, hey, wanna see these cool pictures? They're getting ready for war. That's pretty cool. Ooh, this one is pretty good. So symbolic. Envy, guilt. It's the princess feeling guilt over her past. This was another strong one. After this, actually, I did keep collecting them. This is the second volume, still pretty strong. Before, I think it was before season 3. Wait, was it before season? Yeah, it was before season 3. Twilight doesn't have her wings. For the people that know the show, that's a big deal. Volume 3 is one of my favorites, I believe. The covers it's cool because it has so many of the side characters in it. What was the first story? It has 2 stories. The first one. It has 2 stories in it. The story of Big Macintosh. It's a very funny slice of life. It's a story with one of the side characters, Big Macintosh. She's just trying to buy nails for her freaking to repair something, but he just has a normal day in Ponyville where everything's going crazy, everything's going wrong. This is honestly one of my favorite of the comic stories that I read because it's so funny, it's so nonsensical, and it's supposed to be such a normal thing, but it's not. What's the second story? It's still the same story with good art. What's the second story? The second story was of oh yeah, Shining Armor and Cadence. I like that couple. Those characters, they're fun. They're related to the main character, Twilight. It's a fun, stupid story about high school. It's kind of weird now that I think about it, even for a Pony War. The drama with with having the boyfriends and stuff, blah blah blah. Let's go to the covers. This is the last comics that I actually. What is this? Oh, it had a little side story comic, but wait, was it all that it had? It's little side comics that it had. Some of the volumes are a little different. Not all of them have the covers, different covers. They actually have little stories. Babysitting, Big Mac. That again, he's such a cool guy. Man of few words. Well, so do you like me? Pretty cute. This one's pretty normal cute. I like this one though. And that marks the last when I was actually active on this scene years ago. That's like the last story I properly read. Because afterwards, even though I've been reading them now, well, collect them, I don't have many good attachments to them. This one, Pirate. Actually, there's 2 stories in here. Volume 4, they become pirates and do pirate things. The story, I don't care much about it. Next one, I didn't like any of these 2. Next one, they go into a book for some reason and things are stupid. But they're supposed to be stupid, but I don't like it much. Sorry if anyone that actually sees this video likes these stories. The art is still good though. I enjoy it, especially Fluttershy. Let's see the covers though. I want to see the covers. There they are. The big worm. Pirates. Black and white. More pirates. I don't know. Is this a special one? Andy Price. I don't know. Sirens. The Kitty Mark Crusaders. Those are normal vectors. I don't like that much. That's a cool one. Is that a reference to Harry Potter or something? flying on books? I don't understand some of this, even when reading the stories. It's a book. Oh, there and do. That one's kind of cool. Basic, but cool. But yeah, this one. This one I drop off. This point in the story of the comics. Back in the day, like in 2013, 2014, maybe 15. But I collected this. Yeah, this one I will actually get rid of, but because I was collecting, I don't. I'll keep it. Actually have. Well, just keep going. Next one, volume 5. What story was it? Oh, Mirror Wars. Even though I was disconnecting through it, I actually enjoyed this one. It's a little story about the past of one of the main side characters, the Princess Celestia. The art is gorgeous. And I like the melodrama. It paints a different picture. There it is. A different picture of her, and I just like it. I really enjoy it. There's not much. Also, the faces and everything. Many people hate this because it's not canon. None of this is canon. So I think if you see it that way, you can just enjoy it for fun. The alternate elements. It has very cool little details. I enjoyed this one. This back in the day, I kind of saw it. I didn't buy any of them. I saw it on the internet, so well, I bought it now, so it's not a bad thing. Now let's see the alternate comics. There's a lot of cool details back in the day, but I want to see the covers. This Mirror. Maybe she's even hurt. You even see them hurt in the comics way normally more than the actual show, which I like. There's more than one. Cool stuff all around. Things behind in another dimension. Ooh. What can I say? I love good art. That's probably a big reason why I really enjoyed this fandom. Even though I didn't really participate much. The show ended already. What else can one say really? Evil Celestia versus not so evil Celestia. Good covers. With their elements and ooh. Oh, Celestia, I thought it was Luna. This one is a good volume. Volume 5. Good one. So I decided to switch locations to my work desk because I was getting tired of using the pad. Yeah, this is a cool pad for the card game, but I use it for my mouse. It's super cool. I love the evolutions. I'll be talking more about that later. But let's continue on where we left off, shall we? Volume sets. It's volume sets. The one and only. This one doesn't actually have all the 6 main characters, I believe. I don't believe it does. They have a different artist from the usual. It's the story about people trying to frame Trixie, the magician, or something. I didn't think much of it. No big comments or anything really. Trying to see. Second story is kind of a fun one. Second one is about the pets. It's a story about the pets of the main characters going on an adventure to save everything. This is a little harder to work in than the pets. I might actually go back there soon. Ooh, cool covers though. It was just one chapter for the pets. Then it's multiple stories in here. Yeah, they stopped doing the big overarching plots to then. This one is a good one. It's a story about the Cutie Mark Crusaders. What was it? What was the story about? They're just trying to have fun and make friends with the Lord of Chaos, I think. It's another cool story. I actually do enjoy the final one. Oh yeah, they went camping, I remember. Thanks to the cover, I remember now. They went camping and he was not too happy about it. Why am I having so much difficulty using this thing? Is it because I'm doing it wrong? The covers are... that's a cool one. Those are all the pets. All the pets. That's Alicia's, Winona, the bunnies, Angel, Gummy is the crocodile, the cat is Opal, and the turtle over there is Tank. Yeah, I had to get those right. Oh, best pony, best pony. Oh, it's funny. And that's the end of volume number 6. I started not the best, but the last chapter in here is pretty fun. Now, where will we leave it? It's a good thing this video is not meant to be a professional one because we're back to the bed already. But I want to do it in one shot. Now that I have the will to do it all. Number 7. The story about how Applejack got her groove back. Actually, no, what was the story about? What was the story again? You can tell that I didn't care much about this. I started collecting this last year. Because it was like, yeah, the comics are fun to collect. I should collect them. Cool art, cool art. What is this first one? I do not remember, but it's probably a bad sign that I do not remember. I believe it was, I don't know. Well, it has the bulls. That's all I can say. What's the other story? I remember this joke though. Hey Celestia, don't say it. Hey Celestia, don't say it. You can reply back the bullet hell. We're too busy hanging around. I remember this joke. This one over here is a very funny one. It's nature trying to get revenge on the ponies or something. So it's another nonsensical stuff, but it has great art and great jokes. I remember that much. I don't care much about the story. After a certain point in the comics and in the show, in that matter, they use. Hey, I recognize this reference. It's just, I don't know. It becomes so nonsensical that you don't pay that much attention. You're just trying to enjoy what's in there. This is another comic. What are the covers? What are the covers? But as you can see, the art is just great. Huh? Oh, the billions on her head. What does the book say? Billions, monsters, and nerd-wells. Nah, they're doing a story. Those are covers, I believe. The good, the bad, and the police. What was this fun line? I believe it was something related to the story. Hydra, that's a bunch of comics. What? Spike is like, what? Where are the covers? What did I do? Another forgettable one, but the art keeps things strong. I moved to another position, so number 10, the pie face-off. I believe it was another story I do not remember. You have multiple stories. First one is about one of the side characters, Shirley, trying to her sister that is into bots and no, what is it? Wrestling, and she had to replace her. It's kind of, I don't care much about it. Next one, the Pie War. Why was there a Pie War? I do not know. But you can see her. That's very, very bad. No, it's in her eyes. Don't have pies in your eyes, kiddos. What are we gonna do? They cut Twilight in half. Well, that's one. What's this? What's this all? Oh, different art though. Oh, this is another nonsensical one. The Attack of the Apples. And believe it or not, I really enjoyed this one. I really enjoyed this one. It's one of the most nonsensical, but if you're gonna go nonsensical or stupid, might as well go all the way, and that's what this story does. Apples, and then she turns into an apple to mix with the apples. And then there's bad ponies that eat apples. And they all become eating apples or something. It's stupid, I love it. It's so stupid. And then a giant spike out of apples. Oh, this story is It's amazing. Now the covers though. Oh, okay, this last one I enjoyed. Like it's one of the stories that I wouldn't have minded seeing back in the day when I was super into it. Good covers too. Sometimes you just get very good covers and some fun stories. I think the comics are excellent for going the nonsensical way with the characters. If you're not gonna do canon, might as well do something super fun with it, and that's what the comics are for, in my opinion. Sometimes they do it very well, at least with the references. Volume 8, half of it is free trash. The second half, which is the apples I talk about, is... Mwah. So many to go, I'm actually surprised how much I can talk is about the comics. The volume 9. This is the last normal volume. There's a special volume I'm about to show off, but this is the last one I have so far. And I think I'm gonna... I keep debating whether I should stop or not. Collecting this. The thing is, I'm thinking of... I'm engaged right now. I don't know if people know. But my fiance lives in another country. So I'm thinking of moving. Probably next year, hopefully. And books, comics, this comics volumes paper, it's a lot more heavy than what you think. So I kind of don't want to keep collecting this because I have a feeling it's gonna be a pain to move when I actually move. Even though I enjoy the art, and maybe I should keep collecting because if I stop, maybe they'll stop printing this. I gotta give it on thought. I'm for real. If anyone's watching this, what do you think? Should I keep collecting this? Worst case scenario, I just leave it here until I can send it. Oh my god, I think it might actually stop being printed at some point. Scary. Well, anyways, volume 9 is another good one. This one is the Siege Crystal Empire. The Siege of the Crystal Empire. The Return of King Sombra. This is so not canon. This is one of those stories that were made before the show actually returned the king. So it's a complete different canon. But I prefer this canon. It's about... It actually has it's a continuation of one of the side stories from one of the volumes. I'll be mentioning it. So it's like a little continuity within the comics that's super cool. And it's super dark too, Jesus. This is a dark story. With a lot of hope and good things coming by then, like always. But that's good. For the last one of normal volumes I collected, I enjoyed this one a lot. If anything. Although I don't remember any of the jokes. I don't remember many jokes. And I started with many jokes in here. It's harder for me to remember. Let's see the covers though. The covers sometimes can be so good. Rah! Ooh. What is this dark one? Is there any hope? Damn, I told you this story was actually pretty action-packed. You will be forgiven to think that this is My Little Pony for kids. But the comics can get away with some better stuff. Okay, going to the side volume. This one is a heavy one. This is basically a bunch of side stories. Even though many of the comics I just show are side stories. This is My Little Pony Tales, which is basically comics focusing on one character, a specific character. This one contains all its main characters, I believe. Yeah, it was all main first our sets. So because of that, many of these are artists that are a little less experienced, may I say. The art sometimes is not the best. It's it's more like a roulette. So, but the covers are cool though. They're funny. The Rainbow Dash story. I believe the covers are at the start and at the end of each of these covers. You can see one at the start of the Rainbow Dash, one at the rarely one is of the Six Tales, and here is one of the best. Many people actually love this one. It got good art and a great slice of life story. Let me see which one was next. Fluttershy. Yeah, actually, she's my main character, but her comic sucks. I don't have much more to say except that her comic sucks. But cute pictures though. Cute pictures. She's cute. Pinky's another fun one. There's a lot of Twilight in here. Yeah, Pinky's another fun one about old people or something. Clown. Where are the covers? I'm going slowly through this because I'm trying to find the covers. Pinky's one is amazing though. Even though she's not my favorite. Applejack is boring. That's all I can say. It's about family. Applejack is all about family. Family. I don't have much comments about that. The alternate covers though. There are some alternate ones, so some cute. Actually, most of these are cute, I believe, by default. This is kind of a weird one. Gold. It's hippie. Oh, so squash. That's the last one. Only like 2 out of the 6 stories in here I actually enjoy. Not even my main character's one. But it's cool. It's a cool way to start a side story. In fact, it was so big that we got tales to know about other characters. We got Celestia, Luna, and was it all 3 of them at the same time? Yeah, the Kingdom Crusaders and Spike. 2 of these are great. The first one, I'm just gonna go. Oh, you can see the staring here. Yeah, it was all 3 of this. The first one I don't like, so I'm just gonna skip ahead. Good art though. So that's just one is amazing. Many people didn't like this one from Celestia, but I did. Also, it has a reference to the 3 ducks. I forgot their name. You know the Powerpuff Girls. I like the cover though. I had to find it. That's a cool one. Let's see. The Celestia one is a very good one. It's very slice of life. The Spike one sucks. I'm not gonna mince words here. It sucks. Many of the stories are around this Spike character. It sucks. It's because he's a male character, and for some reason they kind of half the time they just don't like him. Luna is one of my favorite characters. Her story is amazing. Also, they look pretty cool in casual clothes. The story is amazing. She's trying to take over her sister's role for one day. And you know those kind of stories where it's role reversal are so funny. I mean, look at this cover. Oh, the coffee she took. The little comic at the end. Oh, the ISIS covers are cool. I like the style. What was it? Sarah Richard. Her style is very good. She did all these ones. Damn, those half the story in this one are amazing. The other half I don't like or don't care about. Next one. After the individual stories focus, we get Friends Forever. This one has been going for a long time. This is more about duels. How do certain that art? How do certain characters get along in their stories? Tony Stark in Shining Armor. I don't remember many of it, but I like the cover. Another one by Indy. This one is this Applejack and this is the one where they're fighting between who makes the best pies or something like that. I do not remember even half of this. What is this? This one is a fun one. Kingdom Crusaders on Discord. A lot of chaos, and I mean he's a lot of chaos in this universe. So it's funny to put him with the kids. Makes them do all kind of crazy stuff, like go into space. But then there's Spike and Celestia. People really care about the ones with Celestia because she had almost no development on the actual show at this point. So anything that could give them more information on her, and she's always calm and she's always collected. So people get disappointed for some reason. Every character has to have a deep secret of how they act or something. Don't care much about this. What was the last one? Shining and Twilight, I think. Basically the main character and her brother. Yeah, it's a cool one. but I want to see the covers. Also, this is the most I've used these comics in months. After reading it once, I haven't opened one in a while. Said one or two. Hopefully, I don't damage them by handling it like this with one hand. It's supposed to be for kids, so hopefully it resists. Cool cover. That's the one at the start. That's the. They're having fun here. Spike, what is Spike doing? Now that's a back. What is his face? What's going on with that face? And that's volume 1 of Friends Forever. Friends Forever 1. There's a bunch of this, don't worry. This one came along the main comics I showed earlier. I don't know the time, but some things might be a little in between. Anyways, this one is one of the favorites of many because these two, Applejack and Rarity, people love. They even ship them together, so it's actually funny that the story in this one is fun. It's amazing too. This one is starring Fluttershy and Sakura. Yeah, it don't have to be main characters or side characters. Sometimes it's even kind of background characters. Dasha Trixie, Pinkie Pie, and Princess Luna, and even more Luna, and Applejack and Rarity. If memory serves, the first two stories are mediocre. The art is great though. I like how cute it is, but the story is it's good. Yeah, I like this one. The one with Fluttershy is it's funny and it's cute and silly, but it's nothing story. This one I hate. In fact, I dislike it so much that I don't gonna talk about it anymore. Let's just go next to. Oh, this one is amazing. Basically, the princess is a princess from the old times, so she's very serious. So Pinkie is trying to teach her how to laugh, how to be funny. So that's the story. It's what you will expect. She gets so angry when she gets pie thrown on her face and funny jokes. She's like, I'm gonna kill you. Nah, I love it. This is a great story. Is this the final one here? Whatever it was. So 3 out of 4. That's actually a very good volume for me. Let's get to the covers. Covers are great. Wait, there was the Applejack. That one is another great one. It's another great one. They take a lot of. They're trying to get somewhere to do business, but they're taking a lot of distractions basically. And Applejack gets mad because she keeps wasting time. They have to get to wherever they need to for business. She's trying to, and she's like, relax. You should relax. We're in cool places and all that kind of stuff. So it's a great duo. It's a great funny story. And like I said, funny stories is what I care about the most. What is this? Attractions. Oh yeah, this is more freaking parallels. Okay, covers. Now covers for real. I believe I already said the covers. Yeah, good covers. I don't remember any of the story have any of these characters in this book. Did I? But this one, it's a gem. Like, this one is one I actually do recommend. Even for normal people, it's just a lot of funny things in this one. And I keep saying fun and funny things is what this show does best. I never thought that the epic adventures were a strong suit for this. Because I had to lower them because it's for kids. Cute cover. Volume 3 of Friends Forever. This one contains a bunch of 3. I'll just spoil it. 3 out of the 4 in here stories I don't like. But the last one, Pinkie and Twilight, those 2 are a very popular duo. I'm gonna spoil it. Even the Japanese manga over here, the first one is about those 2. Like, people, that's a very good duo. The Smarty Pants and the freaking Party Ponies, like, they make a great combination. Psychiatric help. The brothers are fighting, so the old grandma has to help. Brother is another Apple family. This one is, I don't even want to show the covers. This one's boring for me. The art style here, this artist is a weird one that doesn't know. I don't know their name, but the cover is cool. But the fonts look weird in this one. Tiny body, but there's supposed to be a little smaller than her. Also, what the hell? I'm sorry, I say hell. Oh no, my money. Oh, it's not supposed to. I'm gonna try money anyways. I don't like this art style. It's very unique though, I'll give it that. Better than some of the other comics I've seen. Let's go to the best one. Even she's like, ta-da! Nyum nyums. Well, it's not that good as a one, it's a silly one. It's about food. Nyum nyums. And that's all I'm gonna say about it. It actually is not that good now that. Nyum nyums. Cool expressions though. I think that this story was just an excuse for the artist to find many ways to draw funny expressions. This one. Where's that? I'm gonna write this page if I keep cycling through them like that. And the face. What else? That's the end. Covers. Not much more to say about this one. It's one of the final ones I have from normal IDW comics I got. The covers of this story are fun though, even though I don't like the this one. The covers, just save it. Look at all these comics you could have. Oh, I got this once. That one is still Friends Forever. Like I said, this thing has been going on along with the main comics. That's like their main thing at this point. Friends Forever's number 4. A little more of a Odd Parents. This kid, Babs Seed or something like that. What are the duels in here? I'll try to go a little faster. Rarity and Babs Seed. That's not Babs Seed. That's Sweetie Belle. That's not the character. I just saw those mistakes. Applejack and Mayor Mare, Diamond Terra and Silver Spoon, I hate those two. Princess Luna and Spike. I do not remember the story. I do not remember that at all. You can go through the stories. Also, they reused this panel twice. The art style is not great. They reuse a lot of stuff. This artist is lazy. Again. You know, I noticed that the longer things go, the more often you might find an artist that doesn't do as cool job as the other ones. That's another reason why sometimes I stop collecting these things. Now this one was about investigating a crime. Someone I know is obsessed with this dragon that used to appear in this story like ever. She likes comics, so she's a geek. That's about it. Now this is a freaking... Come on, focus. Look at this cover. I love it. This one is a fun one. Not one I care much about, but it's a freaking funny one. It's about Congress and a lot of political jokes here. Obviously neutral ones though, but how about mayors and stuff like that? Do a lot of BS stuff. Also, what the heck is that statue? I like that one. All the stories in here, this one I like. Applejack keeps getting good stories. These two suck. It's written from the point of view of them, so I don't like it. But let's just continue. Because at the end, they still lose. Whatever. I don't care about this two. They're evil. Evil, they say. It's night already. The covers. Detective #1 Dragon. Rawr, where are the cool covers? This one is cool. Applejack, this one is the cool story of the 4. I would just buy it separately if I could, but volumes are a lot easier to stash. This is probably a reason why I stopped also collecting. If I'm not being super excited about the newer ones, what's the point? And there's like a lot of newer ones. I think this one was good. What was it exactly? Let's just see the back. Yes, this was a good one. So Sparkle and Big Map. Oh, this art style is back. This one is a fun one. This one is a fun. I believe this was a fun one. Overall, let me try to get some memories back by watching the art style immediately. It's pretty good. Oh, I already finished. So shy, and the cover is good again. It's with this. At least she doesn't. This person doesn't use a lot of reuse the art style. I remember this now. I don't like this one. It's a silly one. It's good. It isn't though. It isn't, but don't think. Trying to see the. Yeah, I don't like it. It's not because it's badly made. It's just not something that got me interested. Again, these stories are for, in my opinion, either to actually do something new with the characters or something crazy just for fun. And many of the stories just take it very safe. What was this one again? Oh, the cakes. This one is a fun one again. The slice of life. Yes, you are. You're a terrible pony. You are terrible. It's good. That one's good. A slice of life is again what it does best. What were those two doing? It was something chaotic, so I think it was a fun one. Yes, it was a fun one. Luna went into the Lord of Chaos realms or something. Yeah, that's fun. It was a fun little one. Covers. The covers are like, in some of these bad ones are the best part of it. Making his hair. That's actually the last friend forever I got. Left me on 50-50. Good. Decent. So yeah, it left me on a good note for the most part. And finally, when it comes to the IDW comics, I got this fun little volume. This is a little old. It's called Friendship? How do I say that? Friendship is magic. It's about 4 stories of 4 of the villains from the show. It's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Why are the sirens not? Sirens? No, they're up here. That's why. So it's a special one. The book is a little damaged. It's not as common as the other ones. So it's actually pretty cool. At least half of the stories in here are interesting. This one with Sombra, it follows on the main comic, one of the main comics. This one, I haven't seen anything with it. They're either silly, tragic, or both. Trying to take over, then getting sent. It's the balance, alright. 2 out of the 5 are pretty decent. The other ones are... yes. The art style is cool though. The Chrysalis story. This one is a fun one because it has a lot of the main funnies in here. It's actually have like a combination of all of them. But at the end of this one, where is it? At the end of this one, Chrysalis escapes, I believe. Yeah, she does. I think they're trying to get the backstory out of her. Yeah, and she escaped, which is cool. The end. This one is cool because it has a continuity. Hello, the cool little. It's fitting for Halloween. That's a cool cover with the other villains. That's the final IDW comic volume I have. Ended up on a very big note, and now that I finished talking about all this, I believe I was right because, yeah, they're heavy, and I just by talking about them, you can see from the start to the finish that I started to lose interest. So yeah, that decided I'm gonna stop collecting them. Thank you, video. I do think I'm gonna continue one day. I do think I'm gonna continue one day. Um, but that's like a side project, and if it doesn't get too expensive, there's so many fun things to do, like this one, the My Little Pony, the manga. Wait, there we go. Focus. Smaller ones. I don't even know if this is done by the actual Japanese artist. Is it? Seven Seas Entertainment. Story David Thompson RCA. Maybe it's written by someone from here and R is from over there. It's a recent story. This is from 2019, and the volume 2, which I have here, is from 2020, this year. It takes about, on average, 6 months or more for each one of these volumes to come out. It's a slice of life stories, like the old good old days, with the focus on certain characters. Volume 1, like at the start, it's a smaller book. You get some. It's in manga tradition. You get some nice color covers at the start. I like it, and then it's black and white, and I don't mind it. I like this style. I like the style a lot. In this first volume, most of the stories are not interconnected. It's not me, it's you. In fact, most of the chapters are like its own story. The way it works is that they try to make a joke. Every page, there's like 4 panels, sometimes more, sometimes less. Why am I focused? So, and they try to make a joke with this, but at the same time, it's like a story. Each chapter is like a full story they're trying to do. So, let me see if I can find a simple one, because a lot of these have test. Let's see. There's anything funny in here? Nothing I can really share there. Chapter 2 is still related. No, it's not a different one. It's still Pinky. They love Pinky in this manga, by the way. The first one is weird because she's turning into stone, and she's like, you had to go get someone, and she's like, no, I'll do it myself. I understand you. No, don't get someone. Don't worry, I'll do it myself. And she's already a full stone, so that's the joke. She's not supposed to be one. So let's go back. She's supposed. There it is. She's like, Princess Celestia came to visit, so Pinky's taking her around instead of Twilight. But hey, she finally asked what happened to Twilight. Oh, she actually turned to stone. She's a little embarrassed by it. So she doesn't want help? Well, okay. So at the end, panel is like, do you want to put a silly hat on her? Is it wrong that I do? And the next immediate one is they actually are doing silly stuff on her. And it's hilarious. First chapter, then the second one is about rarity, I believe, and so forth and so forth. I like it a lot because it's a lot more slice of life, which is what I enjoy. The last one is all about anime tropes. So let me see if I can get to the end. The last chapter is all about silly anime tropes. A little more there. No, a little more. There it is. Let's go back a little bit. It's all about anime tropes here. Wow! Epic transformation with the dress and gotta fight and stuff like that. It's hilarious. It's hard to describe more than that. But if there's something I recommend when it got some of the IDW comic, the cool thing about it is the art, the covers, and some of the stories are good. But this one, it only has 2 volumes so far, waiting for the 3rd one. This one is so far, I prefer it. Like if I were to collect, I'm actually, if they don't do, I don't think they'll do too many. It's only 1 volume every few months, so I'll probably be collecting only this. Like when it comes to comics. This one, even though the cover has Fluttershy and Rarity, my voice. Even though the cover has Fluttershy and Rarity, the story is again mostly about Pinkie and Pinkie Pie in this day. Not even not even Twilight, it's mostly Pinky, the main character. You still get the other characters in the chapters. There's a bunch of chapters, but this one is more like a normal story. You still have the structure of a full page, mostly 4 panels to make a joke for the most part. It doesn't seem to change much, but it's Pinky's story with a lot of random different characters you will not normally see. But it's still funny. Half the chapters in here are very funny. Some of the jokes are genius with the context we have. But I prefer the first one a lot more because it had the focus on each chapter being a little story for each character. I really hope Volume 3 fixes that. But I like it. I don't know if they'll do too many, but highly recommend it. They're quite cheap. You can see the price over here. You can hear on my voice that I really enjoy those things. So, like, I guess I'm a whip? I'm not sure. Yeah, this My Little Pony collection thing is actually taking way longer to expect that. I went with the comics first, but DVDs. I actually have watched. Well, let's start. The first DVD of My Little Pony. The box art is not very interesting. It contains the whole first season. Hopefully the DVDs don't follow. The DVDs are pretty... In fact, this character from season 2. Why is it in the DVD of the season 1? 4 DVDs for 26 episodes. With a few bonus features. Season 1... I just rewatched it this year. Like, half the episodes to me at this point are fun, and half are very fun that I can easily rewatch, but the others they're good for kids. They're good for kids, and they had a special charm about them, but you can tell the first season is the first season, like most of the shows out there. I don't have much more to say. I actually started watching the show during season 2. I watched a little bit in the middle of 2011, I believe. When it just came out, 2010? I don't remember, but it was a good time. But I don't have much more to say about it. But season 2, this is the one I actually do have a little bit more to say about. This is I don't want to say my favorite. It's between this and season 4. This is when the show hit one of its peaks. This is when everyone was talking about it. The Lord of Chaos is one of the reasons why there's the wedding with this bug crashing it, which is amazing. The season 2 was just take season 1 and make it all better. Make it all more consistent. Get some characters people like back. Focus a little bit more on side characters and the rest of the characters of the war. It was excellent. Even the 2 opening and 2 ending episodes were very good. From this, I could say, let me see the list very quickly. I could say from this that at least, where's the full list? It's here. I could say from the list here that at least half of the episodes are very good and very fun to watch. The other half of the half, 1/4 of it, were okay to watch, better than most season 1 episodes. Oh, this DVD is out. These cases are terrible, by the way. They barely can contain the freaking DVDs. In fact, I don't even see how this snaps to this. Probably gonna fall. I just have it because I could watch it online, and this is not even HD. I'm still waiting for Blu-ray with all the seasons, but I had to collect it at least. It's one of my favorite seasons. This is very nostalgic to me. This is when I really got into the show. It has one of my favorite episodes of all times too. So, and this cool picture. Yeah, the war got huge. I haven't rewatched it. I plan to rewatch it before the year ends, because this one was the high point for me. Not much more to say. This was perfect. Before any big change happened, it established the status quo for a lot of things, and that's just season 2. Now, season 3, terrible cover. It was supposed to be the original ending of the series. You people don't know, like originally, if things were going decent, they were just gonna have 65 episodes. And this last DVD only has how many? 13 episodes. It's only 2 discs, and they rushed the ending. The final episode of this is the main character becoming an alicorn, have wings other than the horn instead of the unicorn, and like she will be a princess too. Are you a princess too? But instead of the usual 2-parter, that was just a 1 episode. Normally, most of the openings or endings are used to a season, are 2 episodes, but this one was just 1. It was kind of rushed. The episode, let me see the list. Also, it's cool that it has this map over here of Equestria. The episodes, I hate the vectors, but at least it holds it better. Like, it doesn't have the episode inside. The episodes were, since it was so little, I enjoyed half of them. This season, interestingly enough, I didn't care. I don't remember much about it at this point, except the ending and the beginning. It was a good season, even with all those limitations. Like out of the first 3, which is when after season 3, I slowly started thinking less of the show a little bit. Season 2 was the high point. That's not season 2. Season 1 introduced things. Season 2 was the high point for me. Season 3 was a good point. And then because the show was such a big hit, as you know it ended up with 9 seasons. So, but after that, they made season 4 after season 3. This was a very interesting season. Let me just remember how the episodes. Let me see inside. Yeah, just looking at the list very quickly, I can immediately say another amazing season. Just remember, I wanna rewatch it. This is when the animation, because of how well it showed it, the animation got a big they got an update to the budget. They got a lot more money to do bigger things with the show, so the animations were starting to be amazing. The opening had a big Dragon Ball Z fight. That's all I have to say. This is where the graphics became very good. They already look good, but so much more animation and more fun. The episodes here, season 4, the more I remember the episodes, it has some of my favorite and the highlights. Wound the Sweetie Belle Tolls is probably my favorite of this season. The opening was fun, although I don't care much about the Wolf Princess stuff, but the ending, even without the princess stuff at the ending and opening, I really enjoyed it. What more can I say? Just reading about this, I could say that there's like 4 I didn't care much about. Mouth Pie, stuff like that, but many of them, 4 or 5 I didn't care much about, but it has a few stinkers for me, but the episodes I really like a lot. Like, I'm between season 2 and season 4 my favorite, because the 4 was the final season where I was super into it. I watched every episode as it came out. I discussed about it. I was excited for every new episode at this point. In fact, like I said, that's the last season I was super into, and the show was still super popular. But that's my final DVD, at least normal ones. I only have 4 DVDs. No. I only have these 4. I actually want to get the full collection, but they stopped making DVDs at season 7. I stopped watching the show at season 8. At season 5 was the last one I watched properly. I skipped 1 episode there because I was starting to lose interest. Season 6, I skipped 6 episodes. I actually didn't like a lot of season 6, I'll be honest. So I'm just saying overall, season 7, I only watched 7 episodes. No, more like 10. But everything else I skipped. But they were good episodes. Many people say that season 7 is another highlight, super good season, even without the changes they made. So maybe one day I'll actually watch it again fully. Season 8, I watched 2 episodes, maybe 3. I kept a little bit on the loop, like watching news and stuff, but I didn't really watch the episode. Season 9, I watched 2. No, I watched, yeah, 2 or 3. I didn't even watch the ending of the show. I watched the epilogue episode, but not the actual ending. So that's it. That's oh wait. Wait. That's the DVD seasons. We got a movie with amazing graphics and some celebrities in it. I got the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital. I never redeemed the digital version, but hopefully my video doesn't. It's about to die out in a few minutes. Hopefully it resists. This one, the movie is very simple. It's very for kids, but the animation quality of it, it's amazing. I wish it had more. The only thing I wish is that it had like more focus on the main characters, but it was a very fun movie for fans of the show, and it didn't have anything past season 4. It had cameos from season 5 onwards, but this movie was in production during season 4, which is my main season, so it feels like it. The animation got a big bit. It's just beautiful. The story is very, very simple though. Like, man, I'm not much more to say. The story was bleh, but it was good enough for kids, and I enjoy it. Like, it's a good experience. So, and that's now for real the My Little Pony collection for comics and DVDs. Comics I will stop. The manga itself, which is also comics for the other kind, I will keep collecting. And DVDs, I might actually get the rest of the normal DVD seasons. I'm kind of waiting for a Blu-ray of all the seasons. I don't know why that's not coming out. But I'm happy with the first 4 seasons. These are the ones I was super into the show. Like, these are the most nostalgic to me. So it's not a big deal if I don't get the rest. I can just watch it online or something. The movie I'm happy with. And just to end this video, because I'm gonna divide these videos I'm making because it's so long. I don't know where to put this. This is my Blu-ray of One Piece. I like One Piece. This is a movie called One Piece C. I don't actually own much things of One Piece. I watch it digitally. This was a gift from my partner again, and it's an interesting story. It got very good action and good animation because it's a movie. And that's all I have to say about it. I prefer the main story a lot more. Like, I'm a fan of One Piece, but I think the character designs are ugly. I may talk a little bit more about it later, but I'm not too sure. And that's the end of this part of with the My Little Pony comics and DVDs and One Piece. Next part, I will focus on talking about miscellaneous stuff, all the other stuff over there. You can see that little corner with a lot of trinkets, that over here, that little explanation, and my little corner over there with even more stuff. It's gonna be about plushies and other cool stuff, like my ocarinas, and well, still a lot to go. This is so fun.